Hey guys, it's Grim. We're gonna do the next part of the Domoticz installation. In this part, I'm gonna add the weather underground sensors. So basically, I'm gonna add a weather station from here in my area, and I'm gonna use that one in order to feed my installation with all the necessary details. So in order to get the weather underground sensor in, you need to add it to the hardware setup. So you can see that I'm in my Domoticz installation right now. I'm having the hardware button selected. It takes me to this page. You see that I've already did set up my weather underground sensor. So I'm going to use this one to just go through all the settings and add it. So first, I did set up a sensor and I called it weather underground. You can name it whatever you like. It doesn't has any negative reflect on the rest of the sensor itself. It's just the name. Then you can choose the type of sensor, and you're gonna scroll down into to the weather underground sensor. You're gonna use that one. So data timeout. I'm gonna check with that probably somewhere next time, but I'm not gonna check it right now because we don't need it. But we do need an API key, and we need the location of the actual weather station that we're going to use. So this is based upon my current location. Now, so let's get into the Weather Underground website in order to create an account, log in, and use the API settings from the website and use them over here. So I went over to the website www.wonderground.com, and this is basically the main website. You can create a profile. I'm already logged in, so you can see my profile up here. Plain website, you can do everything over here. If you don't have an account, create a new account button that's normally there. You can use that. If you already have an account, log in and you can see the actual sites where you're at right now. I'm not sure where this is at. This is not where I'm at, but it's in the Netherlands at least, so that's good. Now I'm going to need the API key. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, to the footer of the website, and I can see the weather API over here. So I'm going to click that. Then it will take me to all my details, and I can see all the pools of information that I did from Weather Underground itself. And it's a free account, by the way. I chose a free account because I don't want to pay for it, and free is more than sufficient for what I do with it. Basically, only getting an X amount of times per day or per hour. I want to get all the information about the weather from a nearby weather station. So, and fun thing over here is that you can already see on top here, you can see my API key. So I'm just going to copy that one and I'm going to paste it later on into the sensor itself. So actually there's nothing basically more that you need from at this point on besides the API key. So I'm going to switch back to my Domoticz installation and I'm going to fill in my API key over here. You can see that that's the same key as you just saw on the website. Now I'm going to need location, so I'm going to need the Weather Underground map in order to see which locations or which weather stations are quite near you. So I'm going back into the Weather Underground website, and I'm going to choose Maps and Radar on top of that, and I'm going to choose Wundermap. If I click that, it creates a map of the whole world with all the connected weather stations locally into it. So I'm gonna use, well, just one of those that's just been added. So I wanna see the Redwood Regional Park one. Now I've just clicked the one that's over here at Redwood Bowl, and you can see that there's a station ID right on top of it. So I'm gonna copy that, and I'm gonna use it in my my sensor itself. and I'm going to fill it in over here. So, but beware that you put in PWS in front of it, because otherwise it won't work. So you need to put PWS and then your weather station location. So I use this one. You can just copy and paste it as you like. This is the one that we just seen on the window map. And I'm going to click add, and that's it. Basically, it's going to add the sensor itself. So I'm not going to update it. I'm going to use the old one that I have. So, but what does it actually does is that if you click add and the sensor is in your hardware entries, and you're going to go to devices after waiting for about 20 to 30 seconds, then you can see all devices that are attached to your sensor. So if I'm going to look at the complete list, I can see that all my weather underground sensors are now in my devices list. And I can see here that the arrow is blue, meaning that they're actually used, and they will pop up in one of the top items, so temperature or weather or whatever device you choose. Now you can see that there's like 5 different sensors in this weather station. There's temperature, wind speed, the amount of rain, and the visibility. And UV radiation. So the funny thing is that it could depend per weather station what amount of sensors you have. So it could be even more, it could be less. Nonetheless, I use this one and I'm quite fine with that. If I now go into my weather tab, then I can see that all of these sensors are at it right now, and they're actually working. So you can see wind speed, so there's no wind at this point in time. You can see that we've got a wet day today. And you can add all those sensors to it by the device screen. If you want to add one of those sensors on your main dashboard, like I have over here, you just click the star icon in front of it. Makes it favorite, and the favorite will be placed on your dashboard screen. So now you can only see 4 sensors over here, while you saw more in the devices setup. So if I go to temperature, you can see the rest of them. So there's now 2 added, and this temperature related. The third one is my other device that I have, and that's my thermostat. So if I go back into hardware, you can see that I've added a tone thermostat that's connected on a cabled connection into my network, and it retrieves all the info from that in the Domoticz installation. Now, I've only added weather underground today. I've showed you how to do it. So in the next part, I'm probably going to tackle switches and how do we actually add switches to the system and how we can learn them manually. So that will be part number 3. If there's any requests, put them in the footer in the comments section, and I will try to tackle it next time. Thank you. Cheers.